Yes, so all I can really say about the travel restriction at the external borders at present is that there are very intensive discussions in progress as regards the next steps for this restriction. It is in place until the 15th of June. And there is a number of meetings this week with member states in order to decide on the next steps. This included a meeting of the IPCR, the Integrated Political Crisis Response, in the Council. Yesterday, there will be a technical level video conference with member states of the borders authorities. There will also be a discussion in Coreper about this, and finally, a discussion in the Justice and Home Affairs Council on Friday, at which point the member states will have hopefully had an opportunity to discuss this in quite a lot of depth, and this will then prepare the next steps that we should be able to take in common. From the Commission's perspective, it is of course very important that we have a strictly coordinated approach.
Okay, thank you. I think Paula, you have a follow-up. Let's see if we can connect you.
Let's try. Thank you for taking my question. My follow-up is about, has Germany communicated with the Commission its intention to open its border to 30 countries? Because when you presented the guidelines for reopening borders, you said that there should be internal Schengen movement first and then talking about opening to the external borders. However, 30 countries is more than the 26 Schengen, so I'm assuming there is more in the list that Heiko Maas will announce today than what is in Schengen, and this has not been coordinated with the Commission, to my knowledge. Is that the case? Thanks.
Adalbert.
Thank you, Paula. I'm afraid I'm going to have to dig into the detailed readouts of the recent meetings we've had with member states in order to confirm that, but I will get back to you on this if that's okay.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions on the issue of borders? I see Gisela, your question is on borders. Press speak. No? Okay, it's a bit difficult today. Gisela, press the speak button. Yes, go ahead.
Hello?
Yes.
My question is on Austria and the travel restrictions. Austria just announced that it will lift all restrictions for the neighboring countries except Italy. What's the Commission's positions on this new development?
Thank you. Adalbert, I believe we've already had some answers to that question yesterday, but go ahead.
That is correct. That is correct indeed. We don't generally comment on specific measures taken by the member states. However, what we have done is produce a number of guidelines for member states as to how they should go about lifting restrictions at internal borders. And in this respect, a very important principle that we've announced is one of non-discrimination. So non-discrimination based on nationality, but also making sure that regions in similar epidemiological situations benefit from the same treatment. And maybe I would recommend, if you're interested in the detail of our recommendations, that you read the paper that we adopted on the 13th of May that explains a kind of three-pronged approach, taking into account the epidemiological situation, the socioeconomic consequences, and the possibility to apply physical distancing measures at borders in order to help member states decide on the specific measures that they're taking.
Yes, I think we're not going to get into the business of commenting here on the podium every day, every single decision of the member states. As we had the opportunity of discussing extensively yesterday, based also on David's very legitimate questions, the fact is that we operate in a system. And in this system, the different actors have got different responsibilities. And the Commission has a coordinating role, and it has been playing this role by setting out very clearly what it thinks are the appropriate criteria to take into account, and in certain cases, the compulsory criteria based on the principle of non-discrimination, which need to be taken into account when member states decide to reopen their borders. Now, in that context, member states are now announcing a certain number of measures. We've always said that we think it is absolutely crucial that they cooperate, that they coordinate, at the very least that they inform each other prior to decisions being taken. We have seen this being the case in a certain number of cases, and we encourage member states to continue doing this. And this is as far as we can go on these decisions. Are there other questions related to borders?